Hey, thank you for watching another episode of Ducks Quacks at SPC11. We got 2 days till Anaheim. Man, I bet you can't sleep. So before we head out to Anaheim, I'm excited to talk to Rob and Nick, and I'll let them share what they've been up to getting to Anaheim. So Nick, Rob, welcome. Tell us about where you are right now and what path did you take to get to Anaheim?
Yeah, so we are actually at Huntington Beach, California. So if you look kind of that way, there's the Pacific Ocean right down from us here. So we're actually in an RV camped out by the beach, and we started in Nashville this time, and we basically took, pointed the RV west until we hit the water, and here we are. It took us 6 days to get here.
So wait, you say this time? That means you did this before?
We did it, yeah. We did it for spc11. So we started in Seattle and drove to Vegas down Highway 1. So this is the second time.
So okay, so Nick? What's the purpose of all this? Why are you guys taking a road trip to SharePoint conference?
Well, I think 2 years ago when we thought about doing the first one, I kind of said to Rob and Brett, I didn't do much traveling when I was younger. So if we can do some traveling now where we don't have to stay in a youth hostel and we can visit some cool places in America and then end up at a conference at the same time at the end, then it'll be a great way to do it. So
you're in an RV, you're in a campsite. So are you like starting fire from scratch, hunting for animals for your dinner? What are you guys doing?
No, I've been cooking, and Nick's been doing the dishes. I mean, we're like an old married couple at this point. So,
well, obviously you got internet, right?
we have a MiFi, so we've had internet the whole time for the most part. There's been a couple places, I guess, in New Mexico to where it went sort of silent, and but it's been great. I mean, it's been a great trip. We've traveled over 2,000 miles to get here, and we've ate some great food. We've seen some cool places, and we're here at the beach.
And you're still. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Nick.
There's a lot of nothing in between, where was it, Memphis?
Yeah.
And basically Los Angeles. There's just like the odd little town along the way, and other than that, it's just desert and wasteland.
Well, the cool thing is everybody's still following you because you guys are still engaged on social, right? You're still on Twitter, Facebook, and all that. And I've seen some, I'd rather not say it in this episode, but I've seen some tweets kind of going back and forth on what you guys are doing. Well, talking about the conference, so SPC11, you guys been to a lot of SharePoint conferences. What are you guys looking forward to in this event? How would this be different?
I think for us, with the SharePoint Pod Show and being able to kind of track people as we've been interviewing them across through the product lifecycle. So we're now at that cusp of, hey, Service Pack 1 just came out, and it's really being able to go and see the sessions. I'm excited really about the customer sessions as well as some of the real technical sessions, just to see where people are taking the product and what they're actually making it do. So I mean that's really kind of my focus to be here is to get some ideas from other customers as to how they're using the product, because that's, in my opinion, that's how you learn and how you make your implementation a lot better.
Nick?
Yeah, the same as Rob, really. I think 2 years ago, it was really everyone's first chance to have a look at SharePoint 2010, wasn't it? So I think this conference is going to be a lot more lessons learned about SharePoint 2010, like Rob says, about how people are implementing it. But I think there's also going to be a lot of stuff about Office 365 as well, which was obviously came out of beta only a few months ago now, wasn't it? So but I think there'll be a lot of sessions about that, which should be good.
Yeah, absolutely. SharePoint Online, I think that's going to be a key focus. Well, talking about sessions and the conference, I know, Nick, you guys have a booth. How are you going to handle 7,000 people coming through your booth?
We got 8 people coming from Lightning Tools this time, which is a lot more than usual. I think last time we had 4 people, and that was like quite full on working all the time. So I think we'll have a good rota this time.
Yeah, so the ratio is like almost 1:940, right, or something.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, good. We're talking about bigger event, meeting people, lots of parties going on. What's that one party you guys want to go to?
I don't know. There's so many. I mean, there's my calendar for the nighttime. I'm like quadruple booked every night. It just seems like there's always the big party. I mean, we're obviously looking forward to the AppPoint party and October Fiesta, which I think is Exceller. Is that right?
Yeah, Exceller, Jornada, a couple companies. Yeah.
Yeah, Centrigy, I think. Yeah, so we're looking forward to that. And honestly, you know what? I'm a Mickey Mouse fan, so I'm looking forward to going to Disney World.
There you go.
Or Disneyland.
Nick, have you been to Disneyland?
I haven't. No. I was going to say SharePoint's probably the best one for me because it's not sponsored by any vendor or anything like that, yeah. So it's a lot more relaxed and there's no pressure on anyone when they go to that. They just go for a drink and a chat, which is great.
Well, talking about parties, are you going to rig up your RV to be like a party bus kind of thing?
We actually have to have it back and return it on Saturday. So we're going to spend a couple days here at the beach and just relax before, kind of come down and then relax before the show.
I saw somebody tweeted today they're going to try and sleep for like 20 hours straight, so they don't have to sleep when they're in Anaheim.
yeah. So hey, we're actually doing a couple sessions here for the Birds of a Feather, right? So
that Monday, I think we'll facilitate a session on SharePoint as a social platform, the enterprise. And looking forward to that. Yep.
No, I'm really looking forward to that. They've done it here in the U.S. at Tech Ed before in the past. I've always really enjoyed those sessions because they're more free form. It's less of a presentation, and it's more free form talk. And I'd like anybody that's seeing this kind of beforehand and you get a chance to come out. I mean, really come out and see it and meet some people and join in the discussion, because there's a lot of really good discussions that happens in these Birds of a Feather sessions.
Yeah, I think they have these sessions every day around 30 minutes after lunch. So folks, it's around 12:30. I forgot what the room, but you guys will know. You'll find out once you get there. It's 12:30 to 1:30. You can bring your food, free form. Just ask questions. It's gonna be good.
Yeah.
So Nick, any insights, or what's that? What have you seen in your road trip that kind of stuck into your head? What part of America did you see that you kind of liked?
Well, to be honest, Nashville was nice. Because obviously I've been talking to Rob now for how long? We known each other, 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
And he's always been trying to get me to visit Nashville, so Nashville was great to see there. And then probably getting here to LA probably is a highlight now, because we've been driving like 6 to 8 hours every day just to get to the beach and see the sea. And so to finally get to LA, and driving through LA itself, it's not like the nicest place with you can see all the pollution and all that kind of stuff when you come over the hills. But once you get to the beach and once you see the sea, it's kind of worth it. So
absolutely. I mean, I don't know if you guys will drive through is it Pacific Coast Highway? That's a nice drive right there.
Yeah, we did. That's when we on the road trip in 2009. We actually started in Seattle and drove the Pacific Coast Highway all the way down to LA, and then went to turn left and hit the Vegas. So we've done that route, and gosh, if there's another conference in Vegas next time, then we will do that one again, because it was magnificent.
Now I'd be interested to see if they decide to do a SharePoint conference in another part of the world. How are you going to pull our road trip off?
Oh, we were saying about that, weren't we? Yeah, if they did it in like somewhere like Thailand or something like that would be funny. Doing it on scooters like they did.
Yeah. Well, good. Hey guys, great to catch up with you. Looking forward to see you guys. Drive safely, and definitely, for those not familiar, again, SharePoint Pod Show, you got Rob, Nick, and Brett. They have regular podcasts that you can download. Really good stuff. But other than that, thank you guys. See you in a few days.
See you in Anaheim.